Hey everyone, sorry for being late with this review a couple of days. I really planned to do this on Sunday, but Master Thesis got in my way, so I delayed it a little bit. So today we are looking at Marilith, the latest fire magic DPS in the game from Final Fantasy 1. There isn't really much to talk about her other than she enabling Vivi memes again. But every unit gets a fair chance, so let's get started. Marilith is an SLB unit, meaning has no Brave Shift. The base form, Vivi meme enabler. Basically, I mean, yeah, Steiner already does that, but Marilith takes things up to a new level. And we'll get to why that is in a few minutes. She also does a fire magic SLB with single hit, and she has what I call the discounted version of the magic focus stuff. She has to use this base ability basically 6 times. If you were able, say, if she had an actual Brave Shift in base form, you could just equip a Dark Rain STMR, but alas, you can't, because she does not have the room for that, so you are forced to waste a turn at least to focus, which I find rather amusing. I really dislike mage units these days that need to focus more than twice. Anyway, the other abilities, I mean, her kit is an absolute dumpster fire, no pun intended. It doesn't really have much. The things that really stand out: the super bad Grandis, yet again 280 magic, 30% fire amplification, 200 LB damage, so the bad stuff basically. It's not really good at all. It's an insult to near vision units, but basically what Marilith is, just like most super limit burst unit, it's a glorified 7-star unit. You can't change my mind on that. Anyway, her 10-turn cooldown is the real deal for Vivi memes, because it increases modifiers 200x to abilities like Fyra. I'm reading pretty much out the English names. Fyra +1, +2, +3, and enables skills for all allies, which is Fyra, and also increases the modifier yet again to all allies. So total of 400 increase, if I'm not totally mistaken. Oh no, it's the first one is just for herself, sorry for the confusion. The second one, the cast, is everybody else except herself. So everybody gets basically 200x Fyra modifier just from that. Also everybody can triple cast magic, which is cool. Other than that, she has lots of killers, as you can see, innately 200% insect, 200% beast, humans, plants, and demons. So when it comes to those 5 races, she's actually not that super bad, but still pretty bad, because she's a true dual wield unit. And that is the huge kicker here. Being true dual wield is already bad for mages, and with the upcoming mage variants patch, mid-June that is, in mind, Marilith will fall off a cliff compared to all the other DPSers. So what she actually does is she's just another unit, another piece to the puzzle to make Vivi strong, and I feel like it's asking too much. Using half your unit's slots for one unit. Not liking this, because Steiner, Marilith, Vivi, that's 3 already, plus someone who breaks, which usually is either Louise or Freyevia. So it's 4 units just to make that 1 unit good. Not cool. But it may work out. And yeah, she also has a few magic tricks. There is Fyga or Fyrega, Fyra, or N-Fyra, that's the right one, and Fyra with up to +3 in bolting strike frames, which is rather new. It's cool. I do like to point out Fyra, which is amplification 25% for the party, as well as an fire imbued to the party. Now, when you bring her to fire teams, most fire units these days, Angela, Vivi, Louise, you name it, they have better buffs than this anyway. So it's for naught, but it's nice that it's still there. Alright, the Limit Burst and Super Limit Burst. The Limit Burst, rather unimpressive, 150x fire magic damage. It's strict magic, so no physically typed stuff. 125 fire imperil. Yeah. The Super Limit Burst is where things get really interesting. It's a 135% fire imperil. It's a 100% demon and insect killer on top of things, which is rather low still. It's a 300x LB modifier, still fire magic, so no physical type, real magic, sadly. And again, due to her being Trudeau wield, this bodes not so well for the next few weeks. You're probably never gonna see her outside of Vivi memes for capping sub bosses, basically. And the most interesting part about this is the 300x modifier increase to Fire plus 1, 2, and 3, which makes Vivi hit even harder, so to say. Also single hit, which is nice, so you can cap this on Vivi's reflect memes. The TMR, STMR, and Vision card. The TMR is another mod increase to Fire and Fire plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. It's a 50% insect and plant killer, but it needs swords or rods equipped. Still decent for Vivi. I feel like the TMR is the best thing about her, just because it has rare killer types mostly. So what's really worth about this 50% insect killer, because insect killer is super rare, plant killer too to some degree, and otherwise it's kind of, yeah, okay, cool, Vivi memes. But it being physical magical, yeah, it's nice. And swords are somewhat meta again with Freyevia. Question is, how long will the sword meta last? Because Kaito seems rather cool, and I do know a few more things than what I can share right now. But yeah, the age of Sword and Pearl may have come and gone within 4 weeks. That's what I can say. Super Trustmaster one-handed sword. Well, there it is again, sword, right? 1.05 to 1.25x variance, 232 magic, which is super high, by the way. 100% HP, is that correct? I don't think that's correct. Let me quickly check in the game, because I think I messed that one up, and that'd be bad. Let me just quickly check. Yep. So there's no 100% HP on there, but the rest is correct. So you still get the 500 static magic for Final Fantasy 1 units only, basically Marilith only in that case. And 50% plant beast killer, which is cool. The plant beast killer is for everyone, by the way. And this weapon, for example, is on my Angela build right now in the current Dark Visions. So yeah, it's good for this Dark Visions. You will never use it ever again, especially not after the variants update. The Vision card, your straight trash Vision card, 100 magic, 50 magic, 25% LB damage increase, 500 static magic for FF1 units. So TMR need for Vivi memes, ultimately just another source of insect killer, which is nice. STMR again, very good for now, not so much after the variants patch, and the Vision card is trash. Let's check out the damage calculations or the build, so to say. She really doesn't gear well for aquatic, and I thought Machina was okay on mages, turns out it's not. Maybe the builder didn't gear her properly, that could also be the case. But yeah, she suffers from not being able to gear easily for these races, but nonetheless, I calced her that way, and she's at the very bottom, on par with Shinju, Beach Boy Shinju, and Summer Sniper Faisalis. Yeah, there isn't really much to say. As soon as the variants update hits, both Shinju and Faisalis will move ahead Marilith by a huge margin. So yeah, There isn't really much to say. Oh, by the way, one of my viewers pointed out to me that I forgot about Fledgling Warrior, aka Warrior of Light's self LB modifier increase. So my apologies for that. I fixed that. I included Warrior of Light in this sheet again. So his actual LB modifier is 270x, meaning he does deal more damage than Mont. Apologies again for the mistake last week, or no, not last week. Yeah, it was last week. It's fixed now on the sheet too, so I just wanted to point that out as well while we are at it. So yeah, the verdict. I made another mistake. I got home at 7. I finished out the review. I misread that second point as 1. She is rated at 2 out of 10. The spreadsheet will have the correct value. It's a 2 out of 10, not a 3 out of 10. She enables Vivi memes. That's the cool thing, the only cool thing about her, honestly. And I was mixed about this, so I rated this at +0. Low tier damage, low tier fire imbue with 25% amp. But the bad things: super boring kid, trash vision card. She's just 42% of Dark Rain's damage, and even less so of Angela's damage once the variance patch hits. It's probably going to be around 20 to 25%-ish of Angela when the variance patch hits. Probably even less than that, so that's going to be really bad. And as always, the additional minus when you have that trash tier 7-star Grandis. So yeah, Marilith is a super niche unit for when you need more oomph on your Vivi. Being true dual wield is a downfall already, so all in all, cool for fire meme teams, but absolutely useless otherwise. She's a safe skip if you're not chasing for that rank 1 to 10 or 1 to 50 in Dark Visions this month, because that STMR is rather handy on Angela. And with that, thank you all for watching. Apologies for the mistakes. I will do better on the Kaito review. I'll take all the time I need to make sure there is no error in there. But I'm hyped for Kaito, so I'll post my poll video for that on Thursday. And yeah, it's Clash time, so always exciting. Good content coming. So yeah, see you all on Thursday. Thank you all for watching. See ya. Bye bye.